without further ado, I'll start playing, and I already played a little bit, setting up my HUD, rather setting up the Camtasia on this computer for this scenario. But I'm going to talk about a few things that I've been focusing on that I think I was doing the reverse of to a fault, and now recently I've been experimenting with doing things too much the other direction until I kind of regress and find kind of a happy balance. And a couple of those things will be, you'll see me folding a little bit more than I usually would out of position to 3-bets, and you'll see me defending from the button a little less to 3-bets than I probably would have 3 months ago. And you'll see me stealing from the small blind very aggressively. And you'll see me here against a 15-15. That's 122 hands on this guy, but I've never seen him really. I think I'm going to check, and then on this turn, I think I'm going to bet and see what he does. Don't think he's got very many threes at all in his range. Interesting, he just like checked and then check snap folded. Probably had, I guess, like queen jack, whatnot. But I'm not going to put too much value into the statistics that you see here for the most part, and the coloring system is all a bit off as I've been kind of moving computers, and I've been I tried a situation where I was trying to import files from my previous computer to get all my settings and stuff, and it didn't really work out at all. And so what I'm left with is kind of a haphazard coloring system of people here or there. And for the most part, if someone's labeled blue, they're going to be not very good. But that's pretty much the only thing you can trust at this point. So don't worry about any of the coloring system, and the statistics are probably going to be a bit off here. 506 hands, though, is not insignificant. And in terms of for a short stacker in these spots, re-steal is going to be very high. And we'll just check his fold to 4-bet. Pretty high enough, but we can't make it in fold. Sorry about that on the right. So fired up 2 Zoom tables in order of clearly live play, and try to get into some spots where I can point out some of the things where I've realized that I didn't do them very well, and maybe that will lead to you guys following similar thought processes in whatever you're looking at. And so I'm going to be stealing quite aggressively from the cutoff, really just opening quite aggressively all over. But then once I meet resistance, especially in these Zoom games where people play really, really tight, it seems, these stats for this guy are from 6max, clearly 6max, but are from ring tables. And so I'm not sure how well they'll translate to Zoom, but I would have 3-bet if I wasn't just apparently too old to keep up with timing. As we said, cold call and 7%. I think I'm going to check call here. I think it's okay. I think I could barrel as well with the ace king there. Not too many hands I'm afraid of on this board in terms of really strong hands. I don't think he's going to flat too many sets pre-flop on this board. So we'll see what goes on here. I expect to barrel this card quite often, and I'm probably just going to fold, which is a bit unfortunate, but that card just really, really hits his flatting range if if he previously didn't have me beat. So now I'm really only beating king queen suited and probably ace queen, but I'm not sure he's flatting either of those. So we'll see from there. Here, it's always something to contemplate, which is to check back top set, because it's really hard for them to have any bluff catchers in their range. But on this dynamic of a board, I feel like he's going to feel some actually, I kind of like a check back there from middle position. If I was on like the button, I think I like a bet a lot better, because he's going to have a lot more excuses to check raise, a lot wider of a range that hits that board. But when I check back there, he's going to feel a really high need to represent just pretty much any turn that comes. And I can also get in some bets on the turn where he check raises and mistakenly thinks I'm capped.